Good morning. It's 8:33 in the UK. And I thought I'd have a quick little chat. First of all, let's get the horrible part out of the way. There's nearly 1 million people now that have caught this COVID business. COVID-19. Million people. And if you think that just came from a wet market in China, I think it's much bigger than that. I think it's something else myself. 1 million cases have now been confirmed worldwide. Nearly 53,000 people have died from it. 53,000 people have died from this COVID-19, the Chinese virus. Staggering. More than 210,000 have recovered from it. That's one good thing, isn't it? And the UK government are trying to ramp up the testing to 100,000 people a week. But I can't see them doing it. Where are they going to get the people to do it? Because they're all on the front line looking after people. Well, it's a mad world at the moment. I had a bit of a rant last night. If you watched the previous video, I was sitting down, not at my usual place. I was just ranting about how stupid the government are in the UK. And there'll be other governments throughout the world exactly the same and worse. And there's quite a few videos on social media of the Indian police going out with big sticks and hitting the hell out of people for not listening to the advice to stay in, because they are major carriers. They're going to be, if they're walking around in the streets in Delhi or wherever they are, and they catch COVID, they're going to take it all around everywhere, wherever they go. But are the government communicating enough? Have they put posters out? Have they put leaflets out? A lot of people probably haven't got TV or social media. No mobile phones probably. So the ordinary person on the street doesn't know what the hell's going on. First time he knows something's going on is when he's getting a whack across the back with a stick from these police officers. So yeah, it's a mad world, mad world. Gosh. In the UK, we're trying to wash cars. I've washed my car 3 times this week. It is boring. I've been learning software for the internet. But the broadband speeds are dropping down. I'm paying for 56 meg download. But I'd done a speed test on this before coming on the show, and it was down to 7. It's ridiculous. I know people are going on the internet, right? But shouldn't they be putting more servers on? BT, TalkTalk, whoever. I'm paying TalkTalk. I'm paying them £35 a month. And if I'm getting slow internet, then the terms and conditions are at fault, and I will not be paying it. I'll be going back to Virgin. But they're just as bad. But their fibre is a lot quicker. You can have 100 meg. But they're all the same. You know, they're all the same. So we've got to see now how good this stream goes out. Are the lips going with the words? If they are, we got half a chance. Because that's the first thing that you'll notice, is that I'll be starting to go like that and the words won't be matching up with my voice. That's the first thing to go, the lip sync. Because the lips are going too quick to process the noise that comes out of them. Whew. It's a funny old world. Oh, I've been banned off Facebook. Yeah. Got another 10 hours to go before I can go back on there. And they're all looking around now. Oh, where is he? Where is he? Well, I did tell them about YouTube. I am on YouTube. I had a copyright strike on YouTube for putting music on. Now, I thought you could put 15 seconds of music, but apparently you can't. You can't put any music on. So I shan't be putting any more music, because apparently it's an infringement of somebody else's copyright, which is, you know, alright, yes, if they've made it. But I wasn't sure. So I won't be doing that again. Live and learn now. So I've been looking at other software. I've been looking at OBS. I have used it in the past, but I found it a bit clunky, you know. So Streamlabs OBS, I've been looking at that, but that's more towards the gamers. I did have a look. I did try XSplit, but for some reason the computer couldn't cope with it. I mean, this computer that I'm using is an i7. It's a fast little computer. You know, it's got a graphics card, NVIDIA graphics card. But XSplit is drawing all the power out of the computer. I couldn't stream. Couldn't stream. And changing from one scene to another, it's really slow. I don't know what the hell that is, you know. In the coming weeks, so if the things is relaxed a bit, I'm going to get more RAM for this computer, or I'm going to build a dedicated tower for streaming, you know, and it's going to be as fast as I can make it. Plus I'm going to try and get a faster broadband connection, maybe at least a line, which is my own line going to the exchange rather than going to a green box across the road and then being split up. That's how it works at the moment in the UK. We've got a telephone line overhead, goes to a mast, down into a green box, and the incoming stream from the main connection is distributed amongst all those other people. So they've got a fibre optic probably to the green box outside, right, from the main exchange, wherever that is. And that's, if you can imagine, it's like a big, huge, it's not that big, but it's a big connection, and it's fibre optic, it's really fast. But then what they do, they divide that big, huge pipe down into tiny little pipes for all the rest of us, but don't deliver it through fibre optic, they deliver it through copper, because that's how TalkTalk and BT, OpenReach, they're still using copper. And if you want fibre connection, then you've got to have a different line. I mean, it's only taking out this line and putting a fibre optic over the box journey across the road. That's what I understand. I don't think the current cables are fibre optic. If they are, they're very slow. Middle of the night, that's why I used the mobile phone for the last video, because the mobile phone signal was stronger than my incoming signal from TalkTalk. It was like down to 2 megabytes, 2 megabyte download, and I'm paying for 35 to 50. I shouldn't have to pay, should I, this month, because it's way down. I know they couldn't see COVID come in, but neither could I. Why should I pay for a service I'm not getting? But it's better than nothing, I suppose. And I have tried using the mobile phone to stream, but it's just not enough bandwidth on there. You can use them as a hotspot, but it's just the bandwidth's too small to do video. It's okay to upload a video from the phone, but to actually use it for the computer to pick up as a hotspot, it's not good enough. Not at the moment. It might have been before COVID came, I don't know, but now, no good at all. So how about everybody else? How are their streams going? How's the internet wherever you live? I was talking to somebody from London this morning. Their internet has dropped down as well, because the hospitals are using it. The hospitals are using all the available internet so they can send prescriptions back and forth, you know, and diagnosis and people's details. And it's all going around the internet really quick. But then everybody else got to suffer. But I don't mind if the hospitals are having it. You know, I could probably go a month without the internet. Kill me, I'd have to go reading books again. Remember that? Remember reading books? Oh my God. I used to sell books. I got thousands here on all sorts of things. You'd be surprised. From voodoo, right? I might make some spells for people I don't like. But I haven't got the doll, you know. You've got to make a little doll, haven't you? And put nails into it, I don't know. But I got loads of other books. Thousands. From Water Divining. It's a popular book. You know, that water, you've got like a stick, and you go around looking for water, and it twitches up and down when they find the water. I got a book on that. I haven't read it, but I got a book on that. What else have we got? Book of Monty Python. Have to excuse me, I got a frog in my throat. I've had it for months. It's not COVID, it's just a cold that I can't get rid of. I'm trying to fight it without any antibiotics. The doctor won't give you antibiotics in me. No, I don't want to go and pester him now at this time, because everybody's ill. This COVID business. My sister's already had it. She had it 3 weeks ago. Her and her husband both had it. Because she works in a local shop. It was transferred via a cough or a sneeze. Before it actually came known that it was going around, you know. And she caught it, coughing like anything. About the same week, I think I had it. Because I'd been going up their shop and everything. The week before, I'd been talking to her husband, my brother-in-law. He may have had it then, don't know. I had something. I didn't have the sweats or anything, but I had a tremendous pain in my chest. I thought I was going to snuff it. I thought it was a heart attack. But then it went. And then I couldn't breathe. I was coming up and down the stairs. I thought, bloody hell, you put on some weight. I thought, oh, I'm going to keel over in a minute. But I was okay then. But I got this frog in the throat, you know. Can't clear it out. It's horrible. So, yeah. So this COVID's going around, but there's other things that's going around as well, isn't there? You know, people have got cancer. People still got diabetes. And now it's even worse because whenever you go to a shop, you can't buy anything healthy. It's all gone. Good thing there's no cakes there. If you go to most shops, now the cream cakes, none there. So that's one good thing. But you can still get pasties, pies, sausage rolls and all that stuff, which is not good for you. Right, because the contents of the sausage roll is some sort of meat, loads of fat, oils, no good for you. Although they are tasty, but they give me acid, sausage rolls. Don't care where you buy them. Good God, I'm sorry about that. I don't care where you buy your sausage rolls. I have acid off them. Terrible. And some pasties. If they're corned beef. Oh, corned beef. Killer. I only got to look at the tin, I get acid. Look. See that hand go up and down now? It's not going too quick. If I do a speed test now, let's have a look. Right? Let's have a look. Speed test. At what speed we have up here. Let's speed test. Speedtest.net. Run the speed test. Ooh. 5 megabytes, 4, it's going down, 3 megabytes. Yeah, 3 megabytes download now, where I am here. And upload is 18, 17, yeah, 3 megabytes. If we could see that. Yeah, come around to the camera so you can see it properly. If we can see that. That's what I'm getting. I'm paying for 35 to 50. It's ridiculous. I'm paying for 35 to 50 and getting 3. That's back in the 90s I was getting 3. Good gosh. So if this stream doesn't come out, you know why? I think this software that I'm using isn't so stream dependent because it's in the browser. The computer hasn't got to process it. It's been fed straight to a server and the server's processing it. Probably going through Amazon, through a local Amazon server, which will be close by somewhere. Swansea maybe, or Cardiff or Bridgend. Because the servers for all the internet, they're everywhere. Google, right, and Amazon, like you've got Amazon place in Swansea, you can guarantee that in there they'll have streaming servers. And a lot of this software, a lot of internet websites will be streamed from there. But I can tell you now, look, this is juddery because the stream is dropping down. What I need to do is put a hard line from my computer to the box that comes in to the house. I may have to do that. Another job for me. But otherwise, I'm not going to have any stream at all. It's dropping down, dropping down. Anyway, it's coming up to 8:45. Now there are some people that come on here at 9 to have a chat, so I better waffle on for a bit. Put in yours on you. What is everybody doing? It's a gloomy-ish day. I've got to cut down a tree today. I got a tree in the garden. It's more of a bush. It's like catkins. Do you know what they are? Like little furry things. Well, when I first had it, it was only small. It was going straight up, but now it's going, and it's in the corner of the garden, and there's neighbours either side, and it's not so bad at the moment. But when the leaves drop, it all drops all over their stuff, and it looks terrible, and it affects them, and then they give me like that, or they ignore me. So I thought, I got a saw, your electric saw. I'll go out, put some scruffy old jeans on, some boots, and give it a good old cutting back. And but then you want to burn it then, don't you? Right? Because the council won't take it away. Right? You've got to cut it up really small, little bits. So I'm like, mama, I've got a barrel stove. I used to make barrel stoves. It's an oil drum tilted over on its side, just lengthways. Had feet on it, had door, and a chimney on the back. I was making them out. I was selling loads. I sold about, I don't know, 25 to the Norwegian army, right? And they went out in flat packs, the door, the legs, and the back, and they get their own drums. But I sold 25 to them. But then eBay started selling them from China. And they were selling them for like £60. Well, the ones I was selling were 120, double. Because I was making everything in-house. I was buying the steel laser cut. The doors were cut, the outer part. I was putting my own hinges on, latch. Doing my own feet. Out of scrollwork steel. And the hardest part was the connection for the pipework on the back. Because the drum is round like that, you had to make a flange. It's only a round bit of steel, but it had to be bent to the curve of the drum. Right? And then you had to have a little bit of pipe in that, 6-inch, to accept a slightly smaller pipe, chimney. Then you had to weld around. But the ones from China, they're all cast iron. Right? Once you've got your moulds, easy for them, they can bang them out. It was harder for me because I was having deliveries. The first delivery I had, I ordered 100 of these kits, right? But what I didn't realise, the weight on them, because they were 2mm steel. Well, I had a lorry come outside the house. He said, "Oh, where's your forklift?" I said, "What forklift?" "Oh, you should have a forklift. They're all on pallets," he said. I said, "They're all going in my garage." Oh, we'll have to split them then. You'll have to carry them off one at a time. Oh, it took forever. He said, hurry up, I got more drops to do. I said, I'm going as fast as I can. They're quite heavy, you know. By the time I got them all off and put in the garage, in boxes, cardboard boxes, I was knackered. Oh, stinking dirty. He had a face then, the lorry driver had a face like thunder. And all his steel was absolutely shattered. My arms were killing me. I didn't realise how heavy it was going to be, you know. I thought they may have some sort of way of getting it off themselves. Because a lot of these Arctics, was an Arctic, got like a little forklift on the back of them, you know. He couldn't, had to split it all. 4 pallets. And rubber, not rubber, it was steel banded. So I had to take the bands off first. They were a nightmare to get off. And then carry them in. Oh, took ages. And he was, I gotta go, I got time in. Well, he should have known he was coming to an house address. You know, it didn't say Unit 44. It was my house address. So, I don't suppose the person that sold me the laser cut steel told the delivery company it's coming to a house address. They thought it was a unit somewhere. So then I had to buy oil drums then, didn't I? Now they're a nightmare, right? Because the ones I wanted were the ones with the lid that come off. It's like a little connection and the top of the lid come off, right? That's the ones I wanted, right? So then you just put this, drill a square, put the door on, and you can plonk it back on, and you can get inside to do the other parts. Couldn't get them. The only ones I could get were sealed, welded ones, you know. And they had been used in a fiberglass company. So there was still resin in the bottom of these barrels. And the only way to get it out, because you've tipped it up as much as you can, burn them. And if you ever tried burning a barrel that's had resin in, you will have black smoke everywhere. And the neighbours weren't too happy, because I couldn't sell them as they were. I was preparing them, getting them all down to the metal, right? Heat resistant black paint on, and then I'd be selling them to garden centres. Right, I used to do a good job. They looked lovely, right? They looked really smart. And I used to send them out to garden centres. I'd take them out in the back of the car. I could only take one because they were so big, you know. But they were 120 quid. I was selling them to garden centres for 90 quid, so they could make some money. And they were costing me about, with all the work and everything, about 30 quid to do. The barrel cost you a tenner, so 40, so you're making about 45 quid, 45 quid, somewhere around there. So, but I could sell 10 a day, it's 400 quid, but I'd have to deliver them. You know, we go and you're then everywhere. We spend £100 in petrol or diesel, so you make it 300 quid. But then you've got to take off all your costs. So you're down then to about 100 quid a day. Still not bad, you know, 500-600 quid a week. But a busy week. Drilling, burning. The neighbours, I used to burn them at night. I get a couple of barrels, 4 of them together, put them together, right? Set them on fire, middle of the night, stink the place out. Well, there's a steelworks across by there, right? They're belting the stuff out. So why should I be any different? I close all my curtains, all my windows, everything, keep the smell out, and set fire to them all. And then they'd burn then for about half hour. All the resin would be gone, and all the paint on the outside would be flaking. So then it was easier for me to get it off, because otherwise I'd have to use an angle grinder. Put a mask on, angle grinder, and grind it all off. Things you do when you're self-employed. But I sold quite a few of them, I gotta say it. Even when the Chinese were starting to sell them into the UK, I was still selling. But then it gradually went down, because people were buying them in bulk from America, the Americans who were buying from China for about £15. Excuse me. Then the Americans then would put them up to $60. And they had an eBay special delivery, which would only cost them like $5 or something. So $65. And they'd make $30, whatever. I don't know. But the UK was flooded with them. So I had a website, barrelstovekit.co.uk. I had orders coming in from everywhere. But then it went gradually down then. And it just wasn't worth it then, you know. Because you'd have to order 100 sets at a time. You'd have delivery by an Arctic. You'd have to carry them all off. Oh, and that lot for all that work. You know, it just wasn't enough money. So I stopped it. I got one kit left and it's out the garden. So when I get a load of rubbish, I chuck it in there. It really works really well, you know. If I got a plasma torch, I could buy some steel and cut it myself. But it's just a really messy job, you know. You're stinking after it. So it's something to think about again. Perhaps I'll do it again sometime, but not right now. It's just, there's too much going on at the moment. I've started painting, doing artwork. Do you know Mr. Bean? Here's my Mr. Bean. I done that one on canvas. And I do that. It's like you can hang it up any way you want. There's no up or down to it. It's any way you like it. And the other one then is the Elvis one. And I sell them. I've got a gallery interested now in London, so I'll be selling a lot more. But with the gallery, they want 60%. They want all the money. I end up with nothing. I sell them. So it's a horrible time at the moment with this COVID business. It's just you don't know what to do you? You can't leave the house. Only for going shopping. And if we go shopping, you've got to wear the gloves. I'm going to start making a mask for myself. I got a dust mask, you know, but they're useless, and they're only for dust. They're no good to stop this COVID business. So I'm going to design my own mask. I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to sew it, and I'm going to have a proper mask on. So I think I'll have a smiley face on the mask. And that'll be it. And then I'll put a template online and anybody else can do it as well. Good morning, Kyle. How are you? Your missus was good again last night with the answers? Yes, I was on App Estate. It's just people come in and people go out. They sort of come on there for 2 minutes and they're gone. So it's probably only you now on here. I've had a guy in here from London. He didn't say anything, he just came and went. So what are you up to today? What exciting. I'd seen you were drinking last night. Naughty. Getting legless. And the pink gin was flowing well. So what are you up to today then? Out the garden? I'm going to chop a tree down now. I got a tree between me and the next door neighbour, and they're complaining that the leaves are falling over it. So I got this big electric saw, and I'm going to go out there afterwards and chop the hell out of it. But then you've got to cut it down in little bits and for the council to take it away. Can't set fires no more, because the council said they don't want to see back gardens with fires because it's a nuisance. Well, it is, because people put their washing out, don't they? So what can you do? Not a lot. So I got a load of gardening to do again. I chop that tree down, make a big mess so I can clear it up. We got a lovely summer day coming on the weekend. Sunday's gonna be hot, Kyle. So watch the kids with the sun. Get the old cream on them. Get the paddling pool out ready. I bet it's a nightmare with 3 kids. Huh? Oh my God. Another boring day, is it? So have you built your shed now? I'd be out the shed, I would, doing some out there. I got 2 sheds on a garage. But they're full of junk. I gotta tidy them all out. But you know what it's like. If you've got a garage or a shed in Margam, dust everywhere. Right, all over your tools. It's got in there somehow, even if the doors are shut. The dust gets in there. Oh. I made a video last night with a phone. I had a good old rant. This government are on about hospitals everywhere, morgues everywhere. But Channel Tunnel still open, bringing in people who may have COVID. Airports still open. Spain, Italy, China, they're all still coming in, yeah. And you've still got people coming across the English Channel in little boats because they've been camping out in France and they're coming across, and I bet they got COVID as well. So until the government stop all these influx of people, don't worry about don't build hospitals, build more morgues, because that's the way it's going to go. It's bonkers, Mackay. So you can see him happy frame of mind again. Never mind, eh? I'm going now. Oh, what do you say? Yeah, I got the null pack quite regular. I get a little Jack Russell and take it up there, you know, walk the legs off it. Seems to be nice up there. There's a nice little children's playground there as well by the car park, isn't it? So you can enjoy yourself. But it must be a nightmare now with your kids all in the house, jumping up and down. Never mind. You'll have to have the snip. Otherwise there'll be another 3 come in. You'll have a football team there. Fionn will have to sort you out. Like 2 house bricks. I'll do it. So I'm going to go now in a minute. I've got to go and do the garden. Make them happy next door. Phew, they're peeping the flags out. Yes, you look after yourself as well. My house is a man cave. I got all them things. I haven't got a pool table, but I got everything else here. I got a projector, 4K. When that goes, it fills the room. You got all these people around, right? They got their big TVs, and they open their blinds so you can see their TV. I open my curtains, and the whole wall is a bloody TV. I'm gonna shine on the side of the house one day. They'll all have a bloody fit. Gotta wind them up, see them now. Anyway, have a good day. I'm still banned for another 10 hours. After the 10 hours, I will be on Facebook, but I gotta be a good boy. I can't be naughty. Whatever I done, played music, so I gotta be a good boy on there. And I gotta watch my P's and Q's. Oh, at my age, 27. Okay, bye for now.